A higher minimum wage in our state is supposed to provide support for struggling families to help them make ends meet. Maryland lawmakers passed a minimum wage hike in the General Assembly earlier this month. Now, the law raises the state's minimum wage to $10.10 an hour by the year 2018. So what does the increase mean for our state, for the people who work, live, and have businesses here? Dr. Daraius Irani, director of the Regional Economic Studies Institute at Towson, joins us now. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, who's this going to benefit other than the people who are making minimum wage?
Well, there's several facts that will go on here. So we'll probably see some increases in costs. So businesses will try and pass on some of the increases in the cost of doing business on to consumers, depending upon how sensitive consumers might be to those cost increases. So the price of a Happy Meal will probably go up by maybe a quarter or 45 cents. The price of going to a restaurant at Applebee's might go up by $1 or $2, depending upon the entree. But overall, it will definitely help those workers who are in the minimum wage areas, because it'll essentially bring their wages back to parity, where in terms of their cost of cost of purchasing from the 1990s, when the last time it was raised. So it moves them up. It doesn't move them out of poverty.
So, but on the flip side of that, what about everybody else who's making more than minimum wage? Will they see increases too?
There may be some wage push up for individuals, such as, let's say, if you have a busboy in the restaurant earning $7.25 now, goes to $10.10. The cook may see, hey, I'm making $10 now, I should probably go up to 13 or 14. So we'll probably begin to see some wages rise in some of those industries. Some firms will try and substitute, say, capital machines for labor, maybe some labor-saving devices to maybe cut their costs.
People losing jobs, you think?
Well, we did a long-term estimate for the state of Maryland, and based on our analysis, we figure about 3,000 total job losses, give or take, by 2018, 2019. So it's minimal, given we have about 2.6 million people working in the state of Maryland. Many industries can't leave Maryland because of the nature of their business. So we're not going to see restaurants move to Pennsylvania, take advantage of their lower wages, because their customers are here in Maryland. So we may see some job losses in some low-tech manufacturing areas where workers are paid minimum wage.
And we're going to see more of this in the federal level, because the president and Republicans going back and forth about trying to get it raised nationally. Yeah,
and that's really kind of problematic. I mean, this has become kind of a political football. The minimum wage might work well in Texas or Mississippi, may not work so well in New York. So really, it should be up to the states to kind of make the decision about what their cost of living levels are versus their sort of standard minimum wage. It generally is a good idea to sort of have this. Some areas actually do have a wage board, which then allows wages to go up based upon inflation.
Depends on where you live.
Exactly.
Dr. Irani, thank you so much for joining us. We want to push you to our website right now. You can get more in-depth answers about the whole debate and the minimum wage increase and the domino effect it's going to have on workers. Read about it on our website, abcnews.com/infocus.